Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. As you know, our third week of second term is going on. We are doing our unit number 5, Amir's Cafe. First of all, we discuss its words meaning, then the main points of the story. And in yesterday's lesson, we discussed its exercises. That was part A1. That consisted of question answers. That was also your homework and you had to do it in your notebooks. Today we are going to do our exercise B1 and C1. Exercise B1 is given on the page 62 in your books and exercise C1 is given on page 63 in your textbooks. Our exercise B has the topic of prefix. A prefix is an addition at the beginning of a word. Today we will discuss what is a prefix. A prefix is basically an addition at the beginning of a word. For example, ex-minister. Ex-minister is the word that has two parts, ex and minister. Ex here means former, साबका पहले वाला, minister वजीर, साबका वजीर. Ex minister, here ex is the prefix. It is used in the start of the word minister. Here ex is the prefix and minister is the word. Ex minister is the prefix. The next word is autobiography. Autobiography has two parts. Here auto is a prefix that is used before the word biography. Auto means self and biography means the description of someone's life. When someone gives the description of his own life, that is called the autobiography. Auto here is prefix of the word biography. So prefix is the word that is used to form antonym or to form verb of some word. For example, improper, incorrect, substandard, subconscious. In these words, the words sub, im and in are used as prefixes and they are doing the work of antonyms or the verbs. Clear? In this lesson, at the end of the passage, we had a word that was subconscious. Subconscious means not fully aware or not in full senses. Subconscious. Here the word subconscious has sub as its prefix. Conscious means to be in full senses. Conscious means to have sense and subconscious means not fully in sense, when you are not aware of your sense, of your feelings. Sub is basically a Latin word which means beneath, under, below or less than. Sub means नीचे होना, कमतर होना या अहमियत में कम होना, उसकी अहमियत इतनी ज़्यादा ना होना. Substandards and subconscious, subordinate, substitute, submarine, all these are examples of prefix sub. Sub has been used in the start of these words to show the prefix. In today's exercise, we are using some words with the prefix sub and you have to use these words in your own sentences. I will describe you the meanings of these words, and then I have given also some sentences. You can make your own sentences. You are not bound to write only these sentences. I will appreciate if you make your own sentences. Okay? Now come to your exercise. First of all, there is a word subscribe. The word is subscribe. Subscribe means to pay money or to become a member of some scheme on regular basis. For example, जब आप YouTube चैनल को ज्वाइन करते हैं तो आप उसको सब्सक्राइब कर रहे होते हैं, यानी आप उसका हिस्सा बन रहे होते हैं. आप WhatsApp ज्वाइन करते हैं, आप उसको सब्सक्राइब कर रहे होते हैं. ओके, सो सब्सक्राइब मीन्स टू पे मनी regularly or to become member of some app on regular basis. You have the sentence, we subscribe to several sports and news channels. We subscribe to several sports and news channels. You can make some other sentence. For example, he subscribed to a news group, or he subscribed to Facebook. Any sentence you can make. Part B, that word is sabab. This word is sabab. Here sab is prefix and ab is the second word. Sabab means an area outside the center of city. मुत्तसिल इलाका या मुल्हिका इलाका. Suburb means an area outside the center of a city. For example, some housing scheme that is situated from outside the center of the city. For example, in your surroundings, you may have many housing schemes that are the suburbs of the main city, Islamabad or Rawalpindi. For example, you can make a sentence of this word. Gulbarg Greens is a suburb of Islamabad. Gulbarg Greens, here you can use the name of any other housing scheme. For example, Jinnah Gardens. Any scheme or any place you can use in your sentence. You are not bound to make this sentence only. Gulbarg Greens is a suburb of Islamabad. Or you can make also a sentence, my uncle and family live in the suburb of London. My uncle and family live in the suburb of London. मेरे अंकल उनकी फैमिली लंदन से थोड़ा सा दूर करके एक छोटे से इलाके या कस्बे में रहते हैं. ओके, नाउ वी कम टू आवर पार्ट सी, सब्स्टिट्यूट. दैट इज सब्स्टिट्यूट. All of you are fond of playing cricket. When you go for a game, if some player hurts or gets some injury, he leaves the playground, he is not able to play more, then your captain sends another player in place of him. That player that is going in the place of the main player is the substitute. Substitute means to use instead of, to use some person or to use something instead of or in place of some other thing or some other person. मुतबादिल के तौर पर. The sentence you can make is, there is no substitute for practical experience. Another sentence is, local bus is a poor substitute of a car. Local bus is a poor substitute of a car. कि लोकल बस जो है वो कार का एक बहुत ही पुअर सब्स्टिट्यूट साबित होगा. The D part word is subsequent. Subsequent means happening or coming after something else. Subsequent means happening or कमिंग आफ्टर समथिंग एल्स, किसी बड़े वाक़े के बाद किसी चीज़ का रोनमा होना या बाद में आने वाली किसी चीज़ के बारे में बात करें तो आप कहेंगे सब्सिक्वेंट. And the sentence you can make is this issue will be dealt with subsequent reports. Subsequent means happening or coming after something else, and the sentence you can make this issue will be dealt with subsequent reports. कि इस मामले को बाद में आने वाली रिपोर्ट्स के मुताबिक डील किया जाएगा. Our part E has the word subdue. Subdue. Here sub is the prefix and due is the basic word, the root word. Subdue means to bring under control. Subdue means to bring under control. Kabu pana. Troops were called in to subdue the rebels. Troops were called in to subdue the rebels. You can make another sentence. She had to subdue her urge to beat her class fellow. Subdue also means to control your feelings, to control your desire. She had, and the sentence you can make, she had to subdue her urge to beat her class fellow. Our last word is subordinate. The last word is subordinate. That means secondary, of less importance. Subordinate means of less importance or of less or of secondary level, मातहत दूसरे दर्जे का. And the sentence you can make, the officer treated his subordinate harshly or kindly. The officer treated his subordinate harshly or kindly. You can use only one word, harshly or kindly. You can't use both words at a single time. Okay. Another sentence is, in many societies lower classes are subordinate to elite class. In many societies of the world, lower classes are subordinate to elite class. I hope you have understood all these words and their meanings and their sentences. This is also your written homework. You have to do it in your notebooks. At the end of the week, I will check this homework. Now we come to our exercise C1. Exercise C1 is about comparison, is about adjectives, and adjective is the word you are familiar with it. You have learned about it from your prep class, from your 1, 2, 3 class, 4, 5, and you are, I think, very well aware of it. Adjectives is the word used with a noun to describe the person, animal, place, thing, or to tell the number or quantity. Adjective is basically a word you use with a noun, with a person, animal, place, thing, or to tell the number or quantity. ओके. और इसके लिए उर्दू में आप वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं इसम सिफ्त, जिसमें आप किसी चीज़ की क्वालिटी, किसी चीज़ की खूबी या खामी को एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, बताते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, a hot day, a wise person, a gigantic tower, a lively concert. In these examples, hot day, day is the noun and hot is its adjective. It's hot is describing the quality of the day. A wise person, Person is the noun and voice is its quality, is its adjective. A gigantic tower. Gigantic means great, very large, very high. Tower is noun and gigantic is its adjective. A lively concert. Concert is a noun and lively is its adjective. We use adjectives to compare things, to compare nouns, and for this purpose we use three degrees that are positive, comparative, and superlative. When we are going to describe about a single noun, about a singular object, we use the positive form. For example, a hot day, a wise person, a gigantic tower, a stupid fellow, cool water. In these examples, you are only describing the quality of a single noun, a singular object. Okay? When we are going to describe or we are going to compare two things or two people, we use the comparative degree. That is also called the second degree of adjective, second degree of comparison. For example, yesterday was hotter than today. Here hotter is the comparative degree of hot. Tom is big but Peter is bigger. Big is the positive degree and bigger is the comparative degree. We use the superlative degree when we are nominating only a single person or a thing out of three or more. कि जब हम तीन में से या तीन से ज़्यादा चीज़ों में से एक को सिलेक्ट करेंगे तो आप उसके लिए सुपरलेटिव डिग्री यूज़ करेंगे, द थर्ड डिग्री. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, yesterday was the hottest day I have ever known. Or Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world. Here the hottest, the highest are the superlative degrees. For example, there are many flowers that look very beautiful. You can give example: jasmine, marigold, sunflower. You say sunflower is a beautiful flower, then you compare it with another flower, you say marigold is more beautiful than sunflower. Then you declare that rose is the most beautiful flower according to me or in my opinion, or I like rose as the most beautiful flower in the world. So we use three degrees for comparing things: positive, comparative, and superlative. And we use er or est that are pronounced as or est to form the comparative and the superlative degrees. In your books, you have been given some examples at page 63. Your today home assignment is part C1. Write out the three forms for the following adjectives. And here you have been given an example: sad. Sad is the positive degree, sadder is the comparative degree, and saddest is the superlative degree. Sad कंपैरिजन की फर्स्ट डिग्री है, सैडर सैड उदास होना, सैडर उससे भी ज़्यादा उदास, सैडर सबसे उदास, सबसे ज़्यादा गमगीन. एंड हेयर यू हैव बीन गिवन सम वर्ड्स. हेयर आर द पॉजिटिव डिग्रीज. यू हैव टू मेक अ चार्ट of positive, comparative, and superlative degrees, and you have to send it to me. The words are happy, talkative, depressed, quiet, lonely, few, clever, hopeless, shabby, rugged. Be careful when you write the comparative and superlative degrees of these positive degrees. There will be some changes. I hope you have understood each and everything, and you will complete your home assignments in time and send it to me, because this home assignment is actually your presence. You will be considered present if I receive your home assignment. Okay? So be conscious and be aware of it. Okay? Goodbye. Thank you.